So in this stream, we have a special situation. We have the Baidu Maps plugin. Baidu is a Chinese Street View service, and so here, this map is the main one available in it. You can see in the description of the map, it says where to get your browser plugin to play it. Okay, so we can then start. We have our daily challenge settings that I always use here, and it takes a while to load for some reason. Um, okay, so looks like China, right? Okay, interesting hills here. Okay, the compass doesn't work. These are the only clue for directions. This is southeast. Okay, these signs are in Tibetan. Um, all right, so I would guess that, given coverage limitations, that almost definitely means we're in Lhasa. The other maps offered for this plugin at the current time include several maps of large cities, and one of them is Lhasa. Um, Certainly, I think this could be Lhasa. Lhasa is about 3,500 meters above sea level, um, but it's fairly far to the south. Actually at about the same latitude as Delhi. It's reasonably warm. Okay, so there's some Chinese on those signs. Let's see. The only thing I remember how to recognize in Lhasa is the Potala, the palace of the Dalai Lamas, and a major monastery. Um, let's see. Hmm. That that's probably the name of the street, Dawugunglu. Um, okay, you'll notice the thing here underneath it. There's underneath the icon. There's as you can see there's a number that changes. This is says Chinjin, and then a number, and then me. Which tells it, which means go ahead that number of meters. So I can, for instance, that's go ahead 58 meters. Okay, here again, bilingual signage, Tibetan and Chinese. Tibetan, you'll notice, is the same script is used in Bhutan. Although in Bhutan, it turns out the language is not the same as it is here. The version in the language in Bhutan is called Dzongkha. Okay, so it wasn't Lhasa, it was up here in Qinghai province. Um, there are some problems with names on the map. It's marked here Golog Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture, which is actually the territorial subdivision that this city is the capital of. And in most cases, that is not an issue. Here, it actually is. It may be, it may this Dawu might be the yeah. Actually, let's look that one up. New tab, Golog. Let's see what the capital is actually called. Um, okay, so down here, subdivisions one, uh, Machin County. Okay, so and that yeah, so that's where we were is we were in Machin. Okay, um, county is named for Anya Machin, the Tibetan name for a revered local mountain. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, 6,282 meters. Yeah, didn't see that thing. Um, all right. Next round. Okay, backs of trucks have the license plate, have the license number on them, so that's okay. You'll notice here phone number 55. Um, as I outside of large cities, the order is I think 3, 4 up here in Manchuria, and then fives I think are Shanghai and surrounding area. Although this does look like it could be a western landscape, right, with these hills. Hmm. Yeah, I don't quite know what to think uh, about that. Okay, it's almost volcanic, which would not really fit China. Um, okay, this is Lanzhou as the first two characters. Um, yeah, Lanzhou is down in a river valley, the upper Yellow River. Um, yeah, oh, yeah, this is interesting. You can see, like these agriculture things, like in the outskirts of the city. Um, yeah, yeah, I've noticed sometimes the phone numbers are not a very good guide. Yeah, so there's Landro. Um, Now one common source of the characters for Landro actually is that there's Landro Lamien, which is uh, a pulled noodle shop. That let's see, let's see. Wait, there's this truck. Can I move a little bit? Yeah, just a little bit. Like they're back 11 meters. um, I think clicking that didn't do anything. There's okay, 16 meters. Nope. Um, okay, it was Landro. Okay. All right. So we've got here. We've got a pond. Yeah, this looks like maybe a wetter environment. Um, so could be maybe over here. Yep. There's the there's the car. Okay. Can we? Let's see. Dash on something. Don't think there's a location on there. Okay. 83 maybe is the region number, which would be probably, let's see, 8 I think is Sichuan, Guizhou, Yunnan sort of area. Um, hmm, mirrors, okay, that's interesting. That's Japanese looking. Um, let's see, interesting field. Okay, we got minute and 10 seconds left. Can we See what it says on the wall. Yeah, you see, these ones are 34 and 39, which is kind of odd. I'm not seeing a location on here. I don't really know that much Chinese though, so um so let's see. Let's see. This is oh, Handrung Medical Center. Okay, Handrung, I know where it is. That's here. Um, yeah, I think this could be Handrung. Is it? Yep, it is. All right. Um, okay, round four. We got Ah, that's interesting. Didn't know China had these. Um, let's see. Huan Yingguang something. Tilted coverage. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm wondering also if the existence of tuk-tuks here might indicate that this is a less developed area. Wait, is this no moving? No, you can move that way. Um, we were just at the end of the coverage. Hmm. 82 is the code there. Let's see. Hmm. This is a party emblem, of course. Is this Guiyang Shot? Oh, Shachu is like in the neighborhood. Okay, so that's here we have street name Shihuan Beilu. You'll notice here though this is a 593, and let's see. So I'm thinking, yeah, it sort of looks like the phone numbers. That it may be that they're mobile and often out of area. Um, yeah. Hmm. Okay, we have mountains. Um, we have dollars. Okay. Hmm, yeah, I do not know where this is. I'm gonna guess here. Is that a police car? No, no, that's something else. Yep. Okay. So it was. Yeah. So zooming in, you'll notice the place is marked as Pingnan County, but that's where we are is Pingnan. Again, that markings on the map may actually be the area that the place is the capital of, and that here this is not a very big city, right? That and that in the Pingnan County thing, that third character Xian actually indicates that uh, a uh, a larger city would have a different character for the county, or would be a metropolitan area, which is not. part of a county. It's divided into units called chu. Okay, so let's see. So we have hmm. This is something. Oh, 307. 307. It says Guodao, which this is another form of G307 for the roads. Um, so we have 20 kilometers. Okay. So let's see. These poplars again. Like that's often a drier climate thing. Um, we have not Nanguanxi Jie. Um, Yeah, I think this map would be very hard for someone that doesn't know any Chinese. That very little information at all. Okay, 55 and 8 digit, 55 maybe 550 plus 7 digits actually. That right, those 2 digit codes are just I think the ones starting with 1 and 2. Um, let's see, G307. Okay, so 55 I think would be over here again. G307. That might be a big road, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, I think this is a flat area. Um, Trucks sometimes have the license plate number just painted on the back, and so it doesn't get blurred out. You see a lot more on. Oh, there's 3 wheels. See? Okay, so that's something I've never seen anywhere else. Um, 8870. Oh no, that's some weird phone number, I think. Okay, can't go down that way. I'd like to see the other side of that sign. Um, can't go that way either. I can go that way. Um, okay, so it was northern part of Shanxi province. Um, yes, this is an amazing thing that only China could have managed. That there are 2 provinces next to each other that have names that are the same except for tone. This is Shanxi province, and this is Shanxi province. So this one has a falling tone. Um, okay, so it was north of Yan'an here. Let's see, zooming in, we have Jingbian County. Okay. Um, so, um, and here again, it was a smaller city. Okay. Um, it looks like so far everything has been um, either a county level city, um, you know, with those are the ones that end in this character, right? Um, or larger. The larger cities are marked on the map using the normal thing for city. You can see here, Yinan Shi is what this character is called. This character for city is useful to remember. Also, it is used in Japanese. And so it's very useful to find. You'll sometimes find that on signs, and then you'll know that it's a reference to a city. And I gained a new title, whatever that is. Okay, a Master Voyager. Um, hmm. Right, which is interesting because GeoGuessr doesn't even really know what I'm doing here. Um, I'm on some map that the coverage is replaced, right? Sort of wonder, like what triggered me being a master voyager. Okay, well, um, so so that was our first game. Yeah, I think I'll play this again. Um, okay, give people some. All right, so yeah, the first round it often takes a little longer to load. Okay. Um, okay, we have this big sign here. Um, Nothing obvious about a location, right? Um, Looks like we might be in a rural location. Um, we aren't allowed to go this way. Uh, let's see, ads for buildings that they don't have yet, it looks like. Um, okay, so as I said before, there is often a lot of winter coverage, but I think this is not it. Okay, 7-digit phone number, which I think is typical of non-metropolitan areas. Um, let's see, KTV is like a karaoke bar or let's see. Yeah, I think this is a propaganda sign of some kind. Wait, here's Drun means town, the fourth character right here. This place is called Mao Guang or something like that. Um, yeah, and also I know that I can't find a town that size. Um, all right. All right, so it looks like there's some haze and mountains in the background. Um, so from what little I know about doing this, I'm going to say that this is probably up here. Um, okay, I'm going to guess in Sanmonxia. Um, Also, if you find an unblurred license plate, that's a big one. Like that often that the first character of the plate is gives the province, although sometimes in a not straightforward way. Okay, so it was Anhui province over here. Here is Hefei, as you can see the normal sign for city. Here's okay, and you can see here there's Lunghako Reservoir that okay, Mao Tan Trong Drun. Okay, so this was where we were. Is the town is called Mao Tan Trong. Drun is again it means like town, um, and it's indicates a particular it's a subdivision of a county actually is a Drun. Um, you can see here's actually the next one over Wuxian Drun. Um, okay. It's not these. If you were going to say where this was in, in an address or something, you would probably specify the county. Um, which let's see, that's a larger town, but it looks like that one also doesn't have a county title. It's just Dongchonggrun. Um, so yeah, so without a more detailed map, um, it's hard to say what county this was in. Um, all right, we've got okay. This is the desert. Okay. So you can see that we have the hills in the background are yellow and barren. Uh, Also, the yellowish color is indicative of northern China. Um, in fact, the yellow dirt is why yellow is associated with China. It has nothing to do with people. Um, so I think this is, yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is out here someplace. Yeah, I'm going to guess actually Ultra League here, um, or possibly yeah. This is Ningxia Hui Autonomous Region here, and not Inner Mongolia. Um, there's Yeah, you see plenty of flags in China. I've noticed. Yeah, there's a factory or something down there that might have something visible. Okay. Uh, where did I go? Um, okay, we have 157470. Okay, I don't know this phone number at all. Um, yeah, Dianhua's phone number. Um, oh, there's above the characters. See that is classical Mongolian script, right there. So we are in Inner Mongolia. Um, okay, yeah, Xinjiang was also a possibility with the appearance here, but yeah, so this is um, Inner Mongolia. Um, Again, we have the poplars here. Those are very typically planted, in desert or dry plains in China. Um, okay, so we were in Wuhai actually. Um, that Wuhai is a metropolitan city, that it's divided into these things called districts on the map, and then uh, there are confusingly there are these things residential districts also marked on the map. These districts are the large ones, that they have the Chu as the last character, and this character is pronounced ku in Japanese and is also used there as subdivisions of large cities. So it's a useful one to remember. Um, and That here, for instance, marked the Phoenix Mountain Residential District. That the residential districts are a different type than the districts. These are true, and the character is marked at the end. Residential district, if you see it written out, it's Jiedao. With the words for streets actually. Jie is street, and also Dao is also used for streets. That's Dao meaning like the path or the way. Like as in Taoism. Um, okay, so it was yeah, so that's where it was, and yeah, so the guess was actually not too bad. Okay, so this one we have okay 382, three something two. Okay, so three, I think, is this part of the country. not Liaoning, but like Beijing and surrounding provinces. Um, um, Wait, that up there, that looks like it's a sign for a police station. Um, Maybe not. Um, oh, first two characters are Guangdong, which is a province that's down here. Um, so does that make sense? Yeah, I guess it is sort of wet and there's plenty of, let's see. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, Guangzhou is the first two characters, so that's the city that we're in. Okay, this is not the center of Guangzhou, which is, a futuristic, incredibly built up area. Um, let's see, Yoxian is corporation. Let's see, Guangzhou Xinhua something. Yeah, Xinhua is the something is the name of the corporation. Um, let's see, Guangdong again. Um, let's see. So I think in Guangzhou, phone number should start with a seven though, which I'm not seeing. I'm getting yeah, the double zeros there. Yeah, there's Guangzhou City again. Um, Yoshian Gungsa again, corporation. Yeah, Chi means car. Um, okay. So yeah, I think we are in some outlying part of Guangzhou then. Yeah, Guangzhou Environmental Technology Company Limited. Um, yeah, and Guangzhou is one of the cities that has a map available for the Baidu plugin. That if you look at the instructions for installing the plugin, they'll give you there's a list on there of the cities that are that have maps specifically of that city. Okay, so you can see here, this is the center of Guangzhou. So this is the largest urban area in the world. Um, that the this so you have uh districts here. Panyu district is part of Guangzhou. And then these big these ones in the big with the big labels, these are the metropolitan areas that are divided into two, and there's more than one of them. So there's Guangzhou and Foshan. Dongguan is actually a county. It's not classified as a metropolitan area, and Dongguan is the non-metropolitan county in China with the largest population. It has like 7 or 8 million people. South of Dongguan here is Shenzhen. Okay, again, one of the largest cities in China. Um, and then that also in this area there's Zhangmen, um, and this is basically completely bricked in with city from Zhangmen through Foshan, Guangzhou, Dongguan, and Shenzhen. Um, the arc shape is sort of an odd thing here. There's actually less population in this area. It tends to be seasonally flooded rice fields, um, and then Zhongshan is not very far from not very separated from the main mass here. It's merging into it, and then south of Zhongshan you have Zhuhai. Okay, and then of course then at the mouth of the bay here, is sometimes called oddly the Pearl River. Kind of like how there's the Rio de la Plata near Buenos Aires, right, which is not a river, it's a bay. Um, the Pearl River is a bay, um, and that then there are the special administrative regions, Hong Kong and Macau, which oddly I'm not sure if they even have Baidu coverage. That and that so. Oh, and also in the Guangzhou area, a little bit. Huizhou is also approaching being uh, being consolidated by continuous city with the main mass here. Um, and that Oh, also I should mention this part of the this part of the big central Guangdong metropolitan area, that there are hills over here, like there are in Hong Kong, but this part is relatively flat. All right. Um, yeah, I'm not sure to trust the phone numbers at all. You can see here that you have 305, 380, 307. Yeah, I mean, 3 seems to be the dominant theme here, but, so I think we maybe up here, that maybe makes sense with the, that there's China is full of graffiti that has phone numbers in it. Um, I don't know what they're selling. Um, Given some of the locations where I've seen this, I think it may be connected with some sort of shady activity, like possibly prostitution. Um, I but Okay. Yeah, if I could read that, that might be a place right there. It has Chung and medical also. Uh, yeah, it looks like it might be Wu something. Can I get closer to that post? Probably not. Yeah, you'll notice these things are both marked west. Um, okay, looks like we've got some hills. Um, I think this is the northern part of China. Um, okay, so given the hills, I don't think it's over here. Um, or in the vicinity of Beijing. I think it's up here probably. Um, I'm going to guess Taiwan. Um, you'll notice that is not Taiwan. This is Taiwan. It's not the same. Not pronounced the same way. Hmm. Oh, it was in. Yeah. Oh, I had forgotten that there is a part of the Manchuria that does have hills like that, and that is the areas in the approaches to North Korea and Vladivostok. Right, this area is hilly. Of course, the most famous thing in this area is that the sacred volcano where you see all the pictures of Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un, right? Um, the Mount Pektu here, um, and which is called Chongbaishan, which means like big white mountain in Chinese. Um, you know, then like Chongbaishan, the mountain, you can see it's somewhere down here. Yeah, there's Trungbai County. Um, you'll notice this one is labeled Trungbai Korean Autonomous County, and that in some of these areas, you will even find signs that are in Korean. Okay, so flag. Okay, one of these things again. 388, 388. Yeah, I'm starting to think that the phone numbers are largely useless, which that was one of the things that I thought maybe you could get a hold of on here, without knowing any Chinese. Um, yeah, very yellow here, like so that probably indicates northern China. Also, the generalized look here, that it's wait, yeah, I thought there might be a second language on there, but that wasn't even language, I think. That was just yellow paint. Um, Now that's interesting. That looks like it might be some sort of minority ethnic costume that I do not recognize. Um, oh, that's just a rope tied to there. Okay, yeah, it looks like actually this is more a hilly, sort of green landscape with the minority ethnic costume. I'm going to shift to down here. Um, that the provinces of Guangxi, Guizhou, and Yunnan have large non-Chinese populations from ethnic groups that you have never heard of. So let's see. And yep, that's what it was. Is that this was probably Hung Ha Hani and Yi Autonomous Prefecture, right next to Vietnam. Uh, Jinping, Miao Yao, and Dai Autonomous County. Now, remember what I said about these are ethnic groups that you've never heard of. Um, Miaozu, actually, the first ethnic group cited here, are usually called Hmong in the United States because the United States has people from that ethnicity that were refugees from the Vietnam War. So they did not come from China, but are the same. Actually, I shouldn't say necessarily the same group as Miao because that my understanding is that the Chinese Miaozu category is kind of broad. It contains people that maybe did not really view each other as the same ethnic group, but that Hmong at least are a subset of the Miaozu group. Okay, and here again, there's Miao, Yao, and Dai Autonomous County, and also, if I remember correctly, Daizu, the Dai minority, is Lao or something similar. That yeah, yeah. For instance, here, Xishuangbanna Dai Autonomous Prefecture is next to Laos. Okay, Yep, and I think I'll go for another one. I usually do play 3 games on these. This would be the third. So, um, let's start the game again. Again, first round takes a bit to load. Um, exposed pipe, very Soviet. Um, can't really make out what's up, but yeah, that often the license number on trucks is actually painted on the back, um, and is therefore not censored. But coverage is often not that great. Oh, here, Chang'an might be a geographic clue on the Baidu car. Chang'an is one of the ancient capitals of China, and in modern times is called Xi'an. Uh, this would you'd have an appearance generally sort of similar to Beijing, like yeah, I don't know. This could maybe be Xi'an, like yeah, there's the poplars actually. I mean Xi'an does have a tendency toward dryness, but it may be that this is more taken during the summertime when it rains more. Um, and as I said, like there does seem to be a lot of winter coverage in here, and that in the winter coverage, like in much of northern China, you'll think, yeah, this looks kind of like Kyrgyzstan, because it's dry, it's cold. Um, okay, so yeah, I'm an electrical equipment geek. Oh, look, there's a surveillance camera. We have a pole with a black sticker. Um, okay. Of course, like Baidu coverage has to be China, so we don't need to differentiate between countries. Um, okay, where did that blue sign go? We went past it. Let's see. We have Longsheng Road. Um, let's see, Middle Ring Expressway North. Ring. Beijing certainly has rings. Yeah, could this actually just be Beijing? Let's see, we have wells here. Hmm. Yeah, Middle Ring Expressway definitely does make me think Beijing. Um, and it was down near Shanghai. Yeah, so uh again it must have been the winter coverage issue that uh it gets dry during the winters. Yeah, so it was in Suzhou. Um yeah, so here also I should mention, Shanghai, the second largest urban area in China, and I think um third or fourth in the world, something like that. Um that here we have Shanghai is a separate province. Then there is Jiangsu province, has in a line almost connected along the highway here. There's Suzhou, there's Wuxi, and there's Changzhou, and then that you have a very dense population in this area. That Jiaxing is, I think, also almost connected to Shanghai continuously by city, and then not very far down here you have Hangzhou. So these are places to remember. Hangzhou is itself huge. I think it has something like 10 million people. Um, and then and then also the other large important city in this region of China is Nanjing. Okay, so we got We've got air conditioning. Okay, so again, I think this is winter coverage. Um, am I allowed to go anywhere here? Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Bricks are yellow. Again, that's yellow soil is characteristic of northern China. Back before they restricted coverage of some of the poorer areas that you could see on Baidu maps, you could see huge areas of Beijing that were built out of entirely yellow bricks, and that they were, was kind of grim looking. It was sort of like if someone had taken Victorian England and changed the color of the bricks. Although you'll notice these are red bricks. Um, wait, this is not northern though. This is these I'm thinking like these trees. Basketball. Um, okay, where do I think this is? I think this maybe is winter time, but closer to Shanghai. Um, okay, so now I'm at a place where I can actually go down this street. Let's see, 833, 898. Yeah, the phone numbers don't seem to have much of a pattern, actually. Um, yeah, there, Dianhua is the word for phone, or phone number, actually. The thing, the Dianhua is the traditional use for phone, but the kind that you carry around is usually called shoji. Um, okay, so there's, yeah, I don't see anything that's, looks like a location on here. Um, again, like I know some Chinese, but not very much. You know, some people, I've been asked before, why do I know Chinese? Well, come on, I live on Earth, and this is the 21st century. Like why would I not know some Chinese? Like really, like okay. Um, so we have, hmm, hmm, yeah, road markings, big characters on road. Um, yeah, so what is there here? Oh, yeah, I've noticed also these weird things. I've seen similar objects in Hong Kong, but not elsewhere. Uh, I don't know. Do you call those bollards? That. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've also seen this thing with the checkerboard pattern on it. Okay, that's useful. Um, let's see. This is left here, and this is right. Um, yeah, Zuodao, like left row, left lane. Okay. Yeah, also you'll notice American looking chevronage there, like the yellow and black. Um maybe this from context these first two characters might be a location. This is Jing something. That's like the Jing in Beijing, except with a different thing on top. Um, and that 392, 380. Yeah. The more I look at these phone numbers, like the less I think of, them being useful for anything. That, uh, hmm. Yeah, it's. I know that this is a road sign, but can't read anything on it. Um, is that Guangdong on there? Could this be Guangdong province? Um, yep, it's Guangdong province, and I failed to make a guess. Okay. Uh, yeah, in fact, it was in Guangzhou. Yeah, let's see. Dasha Residential District. Yeah, I think as a larger thing, I think this is Panyu District. This whole island right here. Uh, you'll notice that this uh part of Guangdong is a river delta with a whole lot of channels in it, and so that there's city like that. There's seasonally flooded rice fields in this area. Um, and just this is basically the stereotypical landscape of China that you think of. Well, flat landscape, right? There's also the stereotypical Chinese landscape that you see in landscape paintings, with the hills and bamboo and things, which is you know less some an area that you would find in this coverage. Okay, see, winter coverage again. Sheep. Okay. Ooh, yeah. This this looks like Russia, doesn't it? Like, yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, I think this is Manchuria. Um, so I'm going to stick it in Daqing. Um, I think this is not Daqing because there are no oil wells. Um, that yeah. Of course, now that I think about it, Heilongjiang in the winter would be like seriously cold. Although I don't know what time of the year it is. Like maybe this is April. Who knows? Um, yeah, this makes sense as being far to the north, though. Like with the we do have some hills, which maybe is less Manchurian. Um, although again, like you do get those approaching North Korea. Um, yeah, I think with the hills, I'm going to move it over to here. I'm going to put it in Jishi. Um, like more toward Vladivostok. Um, let's see. But yeah, general appearance here, okay, so it was actually all the way up there, so it was, so I was right about it looking like Russia. Um, okay, here marked Hulanbuir, that's the section of Inner Mongolia that this is. Inner Mongolia actually extends all the way up here, so it's huge. Okay. Hulanbuir is actually the place marked this. It's actually called Hilar. Um, yeah, this was not in. Oh, this was in Yakesh. Okay, Yakush. All right. Um, these these. It looks like this is a non-Chinese place name, but I don't know if it actually has. I don't know what uh the the uh the pronunciation is in any underlying language, and it may not be that relevant. But yeah, that this is on the Trans-Siberian shortcut, which it turns out was actually the original route of the Trans-Siberian Railroad. So that's from Chita here through Hylar, Chichihar, Harbin, and to Vladivostok here. Okay, so this is going to be the last round of the stream. Um, Again, stark uh, appearance, maybe. Yeah, the soil is not yellow. Okay. Um, that's a good one for our list of signs, right? Um, 170 meters is kind of large. Um, okay, there is a sign over there that would be useful if we could go look at it, which I think we can't. Maybe if we go this way, we're allowed to, or maybe not. No, this looks like it's into that. Yeah, I think this is a New Year banner actually, which would fit the pattern of yeah. So if this is New Year, then this is someplace that probably would be relatively green and nice during the summer. Um, might be Anhui or someplace like that. Um, hmm. Yeah, these I think are propaganda signs. We have dog. We have grain processing. Hmm. Okay, there's that I think is a magnolia. Um, right. Not the same as the U.S. species of magnolia, but looks similar. Um, yeah, so this was near Shanghai. It was uh Jingzhong. Okay. Um, so that's Jiangsu province is what's here, right? Yeah, there it is, Jiangsu province. All right. Um, so we view the summary. That was Of course, 5,737 points on four guesses. Um, all right. So I think then we're done with this stream. So now you have seen what China looks like on GeoGuessr if you get the right plugin. And so this one was done seriously out of order. Um, and so I'll be returning to the stream of countries in alphabetical order by domain name. I believe the next one will be Sri Lanka. Um, so I guess we're done